First, fast, accurate. With Jennifer Copeland and Rick Shutt. You're watching WSBT Channel 22 News at 6.
Big changes are in the works for Indiana Michigan Power. The company is proposing a massive overhaul of its power grid worth $787 million.
That's right. If the plan gets the approval of the state's Utility Regulatory Commission, that means hundreds of miles of old cables will be replaced, and that includes the system in downtown South Bend that led to that 3-day-long power outage. WSBT's Annie Chang joins us now. Annie, many of the shops and restaurants downtown want I&M to pay them back for the money they lost.
They filed claims with I&M, Jennifer, much like you would with your insurance company. While I&M has settled and paid most of these, 80% of them, in fact, they're planning to take care of the rest over the next few weeks. The business owners I talked to today say it's great to have that money back, but what they really want is a promise that it won't happen again.
Yeah, it was a character-building weekend, that's for sure.
Carol Meehan and her husband Terry, who own Fiddler's Hearth, were among the first to realize the power had gone out downtown, and were lucky enough to get their hands on a generator that morning.
You realize how much you rely on electricity when you don't have it.
But the generator wasn't free, and on top of that, Fiddler's lost business on the first day of the outage. So they billed Indiana Michigan Power for a little more than $7,000.
The bill started to mount. I started a file. I figured I'd be sending it to somebody, whether it's my own insurance company or the electric company.
I&M sent them a check a few months later, as it's done with many other downtown businesses, including the Century Center. The company won't say how many claims were filed or how much they were worth. Mark McDonald, owner of LaSalle Grill, spent about $5 grand on his generator and fuel, but it's not the money he's worried about.
Personally, I am not. I'm just concerned about the ongoing viability of the electric grid downtown.
He wants the assurance from I&M that this won't happen again. So this multi-million-dollar overhaul of the electric system, McDonald says, is a long time coming.
Like everything else, it's aging and deteriorating, and we need to get it replaced.
I&M's plan to upgrade its entire system would start sometime next year and would take about 7 years to complete.
I mean, $787 million. That's a huge proposal, and you think about where that money would come from. Essentially, it would come from the customers, correct?
That's right. So the I&M users would actually be the ones footing the bill. So new state law lets utility companies pass that cost along to the customer. So if this plan passes, you can expect to see a 1% increase on your monthly bill.
You'd end up paying more.
That's right.
For all of this.
Just to pay for this.
Yeah. Annie, thank you very much.
Well, traffic.